What is going on, people? So as you can see here, we're gonna be doing another video about revenge, and it's just to give you a quick story. We did get offline. You're gonna see here these people were bragging about offlining us, which they did, and it's okay. We moved to bloody, so these people admitted that they were gonna to offline us, and they did. Even though I did say in the chat GG for offlining us, that's good for go. I wasn't much worried because I feel like I have a decent team, and I know my team was putting in work. So, just want to know if you guys are gonna see what's going on. At the moment, they are still blowing in the base. Um, we did get wiped. The reason why we stay is because we still had kids inside the base. We still had guns inside the base, and we were trying to get all that stuff for the batch drop. As you can see at the bottom left, bottom right corner, you're going to see that there's only 14 hours left in the server, and these people never got offline. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're little kids. They were online all day, all night, never slept, and we couldn't keep up with that. So they did end up offlining us. They told us why they offline us. They accepted that if they tried to online, they weren't gonna be successful. They weren't gonna beat us. So they did offline us. Maybe they thought that was gonna take us away from the server. But so you can see here, I tried pushing with a FAMAS. I didn't do much damage. I hit that guy 5 times for 22 damage, which is 110. They're using steel. I was just pushing with a FAMAS and some iron gear. I am gonna get a kill. Hopefully, Bad Boy was killing them from the top with an M4. So that worked out in the end. I'm gonna die here soon. Then Kim is gonna provide me with an M4, which I cut that part, and I pushed straight to where I drop a couple guys, and I just wanted to give you guys a base on what the video was off. So as you're gonna see here, I'm gonna be showing off the base, how damaged it was, and I don't blame them. Offlining this part of the game is pretty good tactic to wait to offline somebody. I mean, a lot of people look down on it, but man, if it works, it works. I'm not gonna judge them. I have done the same thing. I have online them. That's why you see me earlier saying GG. I did said to them a little. We were trash talking between them and us, so I cut that out. I didn't want none of that toxic talking, trash talking, none of that. I just all that was cut out of the video. So you can't really blame them for offlining, man. Offlining is a good tactic, and whether you look down at it or not, I mean, if it works, it works. As long as you win the server, that's what matters. But I feel like with the new update and the new badge escape system, that gives you a fighting chance. So if something like this happened to you guys where you get offline like I just did, which I technically did get offline, and you're going to see how badly my base was wiped out. Luckily, we have a multiple TC base. So, I mean, they could get 1-2 TCs, and I still have a TC in the base. Thanks to Fewface. I'm going to link his channel down below, so you guys could go check. He's a monster at building bases. So what you see here is half our base, guys. This is not gonna be the full look of our base, so don't think you already know the map of our base, because pretty much the base is blown to craps. So yeah, man, they did extensive damage. This base was beyond repaired. We were trying to fight to save what little we had left, and it wasn't really much that we had left. So yeah, there's nothing I can say there. GG to Wartime for offlining us. I think it worked out great for them. They got bragging rights that they wiped me. I mean, even though if I was on offline or not. But I feel like at the end we ended up winning. So you guys already got a sneak peek at the beginning of the video of what happened. So this is it, guys. This is gonna be at the badge. You're gonna see that. I don't understand what their tactic was. They live in Hushwood Valley, and they push all the way down to Harbor. I don't know if they were thinking that we were gonna push after them. I don't know if that was the game plan for us to push after them. But I was telling my team, don't push, don't push. They had to come to us at the end of the day. There was no point in pushing. I saw that there was a few of my guys getting hasty, and I was like, hey, pull back. They have to come to us. There's no point of us pushing them when they have to come to this location, regardless of where they go. They're just wasting time. In my personal opinion, I would have tried to bring both for the legions, because they do have 2 legions. I would have tried to lock down the airport like we did here. You see us that my legion locked down the airport. And shout out to PGYT. I'm gonna be posting his YouTube channel down below. He was on the server. He also helped us out. He was with us in the airport. So shout out to him, man, and shout out to a couple guys from Reborn 2 who hopped over here. I think it was like 2 guys from Reborn 2 that hopped up over here. So shout out to those guys for giving us a hand. We had a total of like 12 players waiting for them, but they had 2 legions. So at the end of the day, it kind of balances out. So with this, what I was saying, I don't know what their game plan was. They went from Hushwood all the way down to Harbor. I feel like that was horrible because they wasted so much time. By the time they started pushing, they only had a minute and a half to get to the helicopter. I mean, I don't know if they were considering that we were going to get in the way of them. You're going to see later we do have an armored vehicle custom with 2 autocannons on the armored vehicle, which that car ended up wrecking them later on. But you guys already saw that at the beginning of the video. I give you guys a sneak peek, so hopefully you guys stay tuned through the whole thing. I cut out all the nonsense, all the parts that we weren't PvPing, all the useless part, trash talking. All that was cut out of the video just to bring you guys a little bit of more excitement. So here's what they did. They had a helicopter with a few guys, and then they had a custom vehicle. So what you guys are going to see here is how they brought the helicopter. I didn't shoot. A couple of my guys started shooting the helicopter, and they started jumping off with glider. So I'm pretty sure what they did was the glider team split up into the helicopter, and the people that did not have glider stayed on the vehicle. So what they did is they jumped off the helicopter. I mean, I wouldn't have done that, but then again, I don't know what helicopter it was. If it was a birdie, then I guess it was a smart move. But if it was a dragon, then the dragon could hold a little bit more. As you can see here, I did hit this guy a couple times, and I hit him again for a 44. Not the best aim, but at the end of the day, I got the job done. I went in there, pushed him, got him. Strike knocked him out. He pacemakered, and we ended up knocking him again. I ended up shooting the Raider there, so just ignore that. This guy was one of the batch carriers, so I did take the batch from him. He had an RPG with a bunch of rockets, so that was taken off him too. I ended up not using the rockets. I made a couple of mistakes here. As you can see, I don't have a gas mask, so I ended up almost dying, then running back, getting a gas mask, and then fighting while taking radiation. If you get above 50 radiation, you do start taking a lot of damage. So I always have to deal with that, plus the healing, plus the fighting. Luckily enough, I was healing behind a crate, and some guy pushed in front of me. I ended up downing him. He pacemakered again. These people were pacemaking like crazy. I mean, whatever it takes to win. So it is what it is, guys. So here what you're gonna see is I'm gonna notice the footsteps above the marker, and I'm gonna end up downing this guy. I ran up close to him. He was about to shoot an RPG. He ended up pacemaker. I had to reload. I don't know. His aim was pretty bad. He shot everywhere but me. So this guy was another badge holder. I thought I picked up his badge when I told my teammates, but I noticed that I skipped picking up the badges, and I noticed that the car was going all the way to the helicopter. So my game plan was to push to the helicopter, help my guys. I wasn't even paying attention to my health bar, none of that stuff. I just straight up push. My game plan was to bring the RPG the car. We built a car that could take up to 2 rockets, and the driver's just not dead, does not die. But their car, I know, is not armored like ours. But as you can see, our guys were just running around with 2 autocannons in their car, and just pretty much blew them up. We ended up killing them. We ended up taking the badges. So, I mean, they did waste their time offlining us. At the end of the day, we ended up winning the server. So I think I hit this guy, but since I was already getting on the helicopter, it didn't register. So yeah, guys, this is pretty much it. It's just a small little clip, 10 minutes. I didn't want to go overboard. I cut out all the nonsense. I cut out everything that was pointless. And yeah, we haven't been raided in like 2 months. So, I mean, this was just a little quick revenge video. So sadly, apparently I was the only one that won because I was the only one with a badge. But hey, so if you stay tuned to this long, guys, I want to say thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed this little clip, and I'll see you guys around.